Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow is out for the season. Yes, even if they make a playoff run with Jake Browning, Burrow will remain sidelined. I share my thoughts on Burrow's long term outlook, the discourse around him, both nationally, locally, and much, much more. Hi again, everyone, and welcome into Cincinnati Bengals Talk. I'm James Rapien of allbengals.com. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and join the 40,000 plus that have subscribed to Cincinnati Bengals Talk. We appreciate each and every one of you. And make sure you check out Andrew Fox Miller's video. That's right. Andrew Fox Miller took a look at the NFL's investigation into Joe Burrow's hand wrap that was the cause of a lot of commotion. And that investigation is ongoing. But I think that will answer a lot of questions for Bengals fans, NFL fans out there. Before we dive into what is a crazy week, how about Matt Canada getting fired today by the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Steelers offensive coordinator, ahead of Sunday's game? And we are going to shift gears to Sunday's game. Tomorrow, you'll certainly hear about some of these young players that I'm expecting to step up. But before we completely turn the page on Joe Burrow, I just wanted to put this on camera. I wrote about this for allbengals.com on Monday, and I wanted to put this on camera here for our Cincinnati Bengals Talk viewers as well, because I think that there's going to be a lot over the next 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, going into next season. Plenty of doubt. Plenty of Joe Burrow doubt, plenty of Bengals doubt, plenty of roster turnover, plenty of changes that happen. And let's just start with Joe Burrow. He's had 2 season-ending injuries in 4 seasons now. There are going to be people that call him injury-prone. There are going to be some that say he's fragile. There are going to be others that say that the Bengals organization does not surround Joe Burrow with the proper talent. There's going to be a lot of doubt. And to make matters worse, guys like Tee Higgins, guys like Chidobe Awuzie, guys like DJ Reader, well, they're potential free agents and scheduled to hit free agency. Jonah Williams in that class as well. And so there could be plenty of new faces on offense, on defense, key weapons that the Bengals won't have next year for Burrow. The doubt is coming. And I want to make it perfectly clear where I stand on it. Doubt Joe Burrow at your own risk. Go ahead and count him out. I said this too many times to count this year. After that Tennessee game, I was asked, it was actually the Friday before the Arizona game. And I said, doubt Joe at your own risk. Doubt Jamar at your own risk. What do I know? I know that Joe and Jamar are going to be on this roster next season. Jamar's on his rookie deal. Joe Burrow's locked up for quite some time. Doubt them at your own risk. That's where I'm at with the state of the Bengals. I don't know exactly what's going to happen offseason wise, and we're not going to pivot to the draft and start doing mock drafts in November. That's not what we do here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk, which may disappoint some, but there's plenty of time for that. We will cover the day-to-day of this team, and who knows, maybe this team will win some games with Jake Browning. Maybe we will see A.J. McCarron. I think there's some interesting storylines, like I said, that I'll go over in a future video. But to me, from a Joe Burrow standpoint, the doubt is coming. And there's going to be some that laugh at this and say, Bengals fans don't doubt Joe Burrow. There are a lot of them that are worried about the injury history and it dating back to college. If they've done their research, the broken hand against, or when he was at Ohio State, that led to him losing the battle with Dwayne Haskins, which led to him transferring to LSU. We know what happened there. The rest is history. I'm not in on that. I don't buy it. I think it's interesting recovery timeline, how it'll play out. He can't return for the playoffs. I do think he'll be back and ready to go for training camp and be 100% for training camp. And what a blessing that would be if he could actually have a 100% normal training camp. He's never had one. And that's the part with this season, I think, looking back on, that we'll say is it just started bad. And he tried to get back. They tried to get him back to 100%, and he just couldn't fully do it, couldn't fully get there for a variety of reasons. Now, that doesn't mean, and this is my only little future outlook aspect, that doesn't mean that the Bengals don't need the change. I'm not going to make an emotional declaration with 7 weeks to go, 7 games left in this season. But after the season, certainly we'll evaluate those things here on CBT. And who knows, maybe they make the playoffs, like I said. So maybe it's more than 7 weeks, but we'll evaluate those things on CBT. But I'm not doubting Joe Burrow. I'm not doubting that Joe Burrow is going to make a full recovery. I'm not doubting that this guy is going to be one of the best players in the league in 2024 and 2025 and beyond. His goal, his offseason goal, is to be the best in the world, and his body didn't let him. And the calf injury stunk that happened, because it really hampered what I thought was going to be an awesome season for Joe. And now you have the wrist. I think he'll bounce back. I think he's built to bounce back. I think these Bengals, there's going to be some turnover. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like next season. In the meantime, I just wanted to give you my thoughts on Joey B. Doubt him at your own risk. And I'll be the last one to count him out when it comes to being a championship level player, an MVP level quarterback in this league. For more, make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. We will be back with another video. I want to look at some of these young guys with Chase Brown activated. Oh yeah, with Jordan Battle moving into that starting lineup. So we will do that in our next video. But I really appreciate you watching. For Andrew Fox Miller, I'm James Rapien. Thank you so much for watching Cincinnati Bengals Talk.